easy वाला. Okay, so today we're going to talk files and the exceptions. So basically, in Python, we can access files from a desktop monitor using some libraries or some predefined functions. So first of all, what are files and what are their exceptions? So file is like there is a program or something that contains some information which you could edit, means you can write or read. So file is something like that, means you yeah, 1 second guys. So file is like something that you store. It is a program or a page where you store some information or some data. And what are the exceptions? So exception are the special object that help you program response to errors appropriate way. So exceptions are like the error. Exceptions is like the error or the warnings that you get in a execution of the program. So for example, if your program tries to open a file that doesn't exist, so you can use exception, means how to handle the errors in our program if we get any error. So like I have a file, I am opening a file that is not in my laptop or my desktop where I'm working. So what I want, if the file doesn't exist, it show me some exception, means it show me some error or warning. So for that we use exceptions. So first of all, reading a file. So how to read a file? To read a file, like I have create a variable and give it a name, file name. This is like siddhartha.txt. So this is a text file. I have stored its value in a file name. Now I want to open it. So with open file name, because this here open, inside open we use variable name that store files. So either I could write here siddhartha.txt. It is not necessary to me for write only write variable name. So as f underscore, this is some predefined keywords in a Python that we use for like file opening and something. Then I have created another variable, named it content. So what is this? Is I have created this, stored this file as an object. Now I want to read the data of this file, this object variable. So I use read function. So this is f underscore object. So open method is used to open the file, and read method is used to read the file. Now here I am printing what is in the content variable. So in a content variable, it is some like the data that is stored in a file. So it will display here. So this is how we are doing accessing our file at once, means we are opening our file in a one go. Now what if I want to read a file line by line? So here what I have to do in the next file name, first I created variable, store the file name, then with open here open module, open the file and give it as ls name, f underscore f object. Then for line, here use for line, means this line keyword read line by line, it print line by line. Then strip strip function is used for, guys, anyone? Okay, right. So basically strip function used for trimming the excess if there is any space in a left or right. So here I have written R strip means it will remove the right space or white spaces. So this is how we open file line by line. Now reading from a file. So if here we are reading from file, now storing the lines in a list. File name, we have created a file. With open means we have opened this file. We have to always open this file name. Then lines, what we are doing, lines f object read lines means it read the lines. Then so line, it is something like lines are stored in this variable. So for line in lines, it going to print line by line. Again it will print line by line. So this is how we open the file and read the file. Now writing to a file, if we want to write the file, so first of all we need to use this w argument to open function to tell the Python compiler that we are opening that file in which we want to also edit work or edit write the file. So like I have given a name, file name, with open file name comma. If I didn't provide the w this right symbol here, what if I only provide file name, so what it will only open in a read only mode. It will not open the file in a read write mode. So here if I pass w as a argument, so it will be opening in a write mode. Now as I have given it a name f. Now f dot write, what I am doing here, write function is used for, write method is used for writing in a file. So what I am doing here, f dot write, this is I love programming, sorry, this is something, and then writing multiple lines to an input file. So file name, now we want to write multiple lines in file. I have only write one line. Now if I want to write multiple lines, so what I am doing, I have opened the file with the parameter argument passes w. So we are opening this file in a writing mode, means we could edit this file. Now f dot write first, then we provide new line because we want to insert the value because we want the text in a new line. Then we provide f dot another, we write use write method to again execute the line. Now for appending a file means we want to append a file. So for that we are using a as a argument, passing argument with open function. Open function, what open method will it open the file. Read method will do read the file. Write method write the file. Now if I provide it as a, so what is going to be happen, f dot write, here append method I have opened. So now I could write here and I could read here. And if I am using this append method, it will obviously tell that you we have to enter this line in the last of the file. Now file path. So when Python program run the open function, it looks for the file in the same directory. So if we run any function or any method in a Python, so if open function run, it always search for the file in a same directory or in a different directory. So like I have I have created a variable and given a text file /ls.text. So this is the file name. If it is in a inside, like I am currently working on a file that is in a same directory as text file, and inside text file this lis.text file and we only want to work on this lis.text file. So for I think you guys have known about root and directories and how you could use if the file is outside the main file, so use dot operator to come outside the file, and if inserting in the file, if you want to go inside the file, you use slash operator. So now I am opening this file, means we are this text file and the file that on which I am writing is in the same directory. and this ls dot file is in a next subdirectory. So what is happened here? So if I open this file, so ls.text file is opened here, and I read lines by lines, then I step and print it. Like this, home, then the file in home folder, then inside mh folder, then books folder, then ls.text file. So this is how we give the path to our direct files directory, and this is basically in our like C. Then this is on our Windows system. Then first C, then for users, or you could have anything, your username, or then after the folder name another folder, then the file name. So this is how something we are doing the file, going through the directories of the file. Now try except block, it is like handling of files, try and accept block. So in this, what is going to happen? We check for the condition. If the condition is true, we execute the condition. Otherwise, we print the error or exception. So try except, when you think an error maker, you can write a try except. It means you know that it could happen an error. So this is something like if else condition. If the error is not occur, then the program will run. Otherwise, it will show the exception. What is the error? So now try. I have write print 5 by 0. Print 5 divided by 0. Then try and accept. In accept, I have written 0 division error. We basically don't know the name of these. These are the names of error and warnings that we get. So 0 division error is an error in a Python. So what it will print, you can't divide by 0, because first it check for the try condition, and this try condition is going to be false. So then after it will check for this accept condition. Now handling the file, like I have told you that file is not found. So how we could handle it? Like I have created a variable that we have given the path of the file. Then after I will try with open. I am trying to open here file. Then lines read by read. If except if this condition is true, then the our file good read. Otherwise, if the condition is false, it comes to file not found error. So these are the some error, basic error that we should have to know in a Python, like file not found and 0 division error, and there are also some errors. I didn't remember their name, but we have to remember there. It could remember as like doing programming regularly, so we could know what the errors are occurring. So here, if I found this condition, then message can't find the file. Here I have used format method because the file name is in a another format. So what is here? Printing the message. Okay. So this is like we know that this error could be happen, or here we also know this error could be happen. So we write here in a accept method, in a accept part. Now this is what we are knowing with exception to handle it. Like we are know what exception is going to. Like now we could also use the try block should contain the code that may cause an error. So any code that won't depend on the doctor successfully should be placed in the else block. So like using like I have entered 2 number and I will divide them. So first I have entered first number, second number. Now I go for the try option. Result integer divided by integer y. Here there could be an exception that 0 division error could be happen. It is possible. Maybe someone enter x is 5 or 10, or someone enters the y value is 0. So it could happen. So if the error is happening, you can't divide by 0. Otherwise, else we will print the result. Okay. So this is how we could use y if else, or using else. So now here what I'm doing, like I have uh, entered two numbers and then we are dividing. So enter q print enter q to quite means it is executing continuously. So while true condition, while true है. So x is first, I have input first variable. Then if I have checked for x means I have checked for the q x. If I have entered x value is q, then what is going to be happen? The statement will break and the program will end. But if x is not equal to q, then what is going to happen? We insert the second value. Then we check for the second value. Second value is not q, so that we go to the try section. Means what is happened to be here. So it is result. It is going to be result. Now we go in a zero. If we check for the condition, if this condition is true, then it will print return print result. But if this try statement will give some error or exception, then we go to here zero division error and output will be you can't divide by zero. So this is something how we could divide or how we could accept file handle our files. So now this is your assignment for week 6. I am discussing it. So you guys have to create a file renaming tool. Means you want to rename the files. I have not explained you many functions of that Python mod file renaming, files exceptions, file handling, because I want you guys should have try first. Then obviously I will tell the solution of this in tomorrow. So how you could make file renaming tool? You could use OS module. Say basically you don't need session certain library. You just only need OS module to rename the files. Like you could only rename the file 001, or you could also rename the file whole files. Like we basically, let me show an example. Like I have this file and I want to change this user ID in a whole project with something other like user or ID only. So what here I will for this in this panel I will always find in a project or replace in a project. So what I will do here, the text that I want to replace and the text that should be in place of that. So I write here run the program, and all the files means all these files inside these files where we find user ID, it would be replaced by ID. So you have to create some function in a Python that go through the file, means that go through that folder. Basically we go for one folder only, so that go through that one folder and find for that particular word that we want to replace, so that we want to rename with other file. So you have to do, and this is your assignment. It is due date tomorrow night or 11:59 p.m. I will assign this assignment in a group after a few minutes. So do it. And anyone having doubt? And guys, you guys got your marks in previous assignments or not? Chamundeshwari ma'am. Wait. Chamundeshwari ma'am, you have submitted your assignments? You submitted fourth one. I have only marked for first and second and third, not for fourth and fifth. And yeah, ma'am, I have graded you. Okay. ऑलराइट राज सर, मैंने आपका उसका वो नहीं देख पाया था मैसेज, रिमूव वाइट स्पेस स्प्लिट फंक्शन का. ओके, गुड गुड. जस्ट ओके, थैंक यू सो मच गाइस. वेट. कनिका मैम अटेंडेंस ले ली?
Yeah, ma'am, it's done.
ले ली ना अटेंडेंस?
Yeah, ma'am.
ठीक है. ओके गाइस, यू कैन लीव नाउ. वृंदा मैम, प्रोजेक्ट हुआ आपका कंप्लीट?
Yeah, ma'am.
Ma'am, your project is completed or not?
Hello.
Yes, ma'am, your project is completed.
In the Python.
No, you are doing your
No, ma'am.
some college project, no?
No. It's in
Okay. ओके. ठीक है मैम, मैं लीव कर रही हूँ, है ना कनिका? आप भी कर दीजिएगा.